What is a stack? Stack is nothing but a linear data structure. Linear data structure. Okay. Stack follows a technique called as last in first out. Okay, this is called as last in first out. Suppose I have a set of plates here. Okay, I have placed a set of plates. I want to remove the bottom plate. How can I remove the bottom plate? I have to remove from the top. I need to remove each plate from the top. Then only I can reach the bottom. Then only I can reach the bottom plate. So here what it indicates that whatever item has been placed last, that will be removed first. That is last in first out. Okay. And in this insertion and deletion are done at one end. Or done at one end. That is nothing but that end is called as stop. Okay. So the different operations present in stack are push and pop. So push is used for insertion and pop is used for deletion. Okay. So let's see how we can implement this push mechanism and pop mechanism in stack. So you can implement, there are two ways in which you can implement stack. Stack implementation can be done in two ways. That is either by using arrays or linked list. So arrays indicate static memory allocation, and linked list indicate dynamic memory allocation. Okay. So we'll see in detail like how can you implement in linked list and arrays later. So let me go. Let me explain push technique first. So suppose I have a stack here. Initially the stack is empty. Okay. So initially whenever the stack is empty, top will be pointing to a default value that is -1. This indicates that stack is empty. Okay. Now if I want to insert the element, I want to insert the element this one. I want to push 10. Okay, I want to insert 10. So what I will do? I will just push 10 here. So I will get after the 10, after inserting 10, my stack will be like this and top will be pointing to this one. 0, 1, 2, 3, like this. Okay. Let's suppose that my array size is 4. That's why I can insert how many elements? 4 elements I can insert. Initially, the top is pointing to the -1. Okay. Top is initialized to -1. That indicates the stack is empty. When the stack is empty, you can insert the elements. So which condition you have to check before inserting the elements? You need to check whether stack is full. If the stack is full, you should not insert any element. Okay. Now initially the stack is empty. That's why I have inserted. I am pushing 10. So here what's happening here? Initially the top is 1. So it has been incremented. Top equals to top plus 1. So -1 plus 1, it became 0. And at this point, you are inserting this element. So now it had become top. So I can take this array stack. Stack of top equals to what? Equals to 10. So here at 0th index, 10 value has been inserted. Okay. So one thing you have to remember for when you are using the push operation, you need to check if stack is full. If stack is full, that is, if the stack is full, you have to say that overflow. else what you have to do? Increment the top value and insert data into top. Okay, position, top position. That is, I have an array here, I have a stack here. It is initially empty, there are no elements. So now what I'm doing, I want to push 10. Here top equals to -1. Okay, top equals to -1. Now top will be pointing to this one 0 and this value will be inserted. 10 will be inserted here. Okay. Array here size is 4, n equals to 4. Okay. So next the element I want to push is 20. Now how can I do that? 10, 20. The top should be pointing to this index, that is 1. Okay. Now I want to push 30. When I push 30, it will be 10, 20 and 30. So top should be pointing to this particular location, that is 2. Now I want to push 40. Can I push 40? Yes, I can push 40 because the stack is not empty and it's not full. Okay. So here 10, 20, 30 and 40. 0, 1, 2, 3. So top will be pointing to 3. Now if I want to push 50, can I push 50? No, I can't push 50 because I can't insert 50 element because n is 4. I have already reached the end of this particular size. Okay, that is in the index is 3. I can only insert 4 elements. I can't insert the 5th element. That's why whenever I try to insert the 5th element, I will get a message saying that stack is full, it is overflow. You cannot insert the element. This is the condition you have to check. So whenever you are pushing some element, these are the condition you need to check. First, you need to check whether the stack is full. If it is full, you should give a message to the user saying that it is overflow. If not, you have to mention that if the stack is empty, that it's not full, then you have to say increment the top value and insert the data into that particular top position. That is what we have done here. Okay. Next. Now let's check how we can do pop. Pop will always return the top value. Okay, so always return the top value, that is the value presented top index. Okay, suppose now we have returned this thing. The elements have inserted is 10, 20, 30, 40, right? That is what we have done here. 0, 1, 2, 3. Now I want, when I call pop, what will happen? At this point, it will return the element present by the top. Top is pointing to third index. Okay. So it will return 40. So after pop, it will return 40 and the stacks look like this. 0, 20, 30. This is my stack after popping the element. So whenever you call pop method, what will happen? It will it will delete the topmost element and it will return that particular top element, the user. So in pop, what you have to do, you have to check two cases. One is whether the stack is empty. That is what, right? When you can delete the elements, when the stack is full, you can delete the elements. So here you need to check if the stack is empty. If the stack is empty, you have to give a message to the user saying that stack is empty, that is it is underflow. Next, if else, what you have to do, you have to retrieve this element, topmost element, into some data. In data, I am saying that stack of topmost. So here data will be having, initially the topmost element is nothing but 40, right? So data will be having 40. Once I get it, I have to decrement the top. Because once you have deleted the topmost element, the top should be pointing to the next, before a previous index element, right? That is nothing but 2. That is what decrement the top. So here I will do top minus minus. So once this is what you, if you want, you can return this element, return data. Okay, in this way you can do the pop operation. So push and pop. For push, you will be using push when you're going to do insertion, and pop will be using for deletion of the element. So always a push and the pop or perform at one end on the stack, that is nothing but at the top side. Okay. One thing you have to remember, the stack follows last in first out mechanism. Okay. So in the next video, you'll be seeing how we can implement stack using array list. Okay, I'll explain you that by a program. Till then, thank you.